There's a saying that baby girls will take all a mother's beauty while she's pregnant. My mother is very beautiful, but she must have been very selfish, for I was born without a face. I was perfectly healthy child other than the fact that I didn't have a face. No one could see me smile or cry, but I still did those things without anyone knowing. My parents tried as hard as they could to raise me for as long as they could, but they decided that they had no choice but to abandon me. Once I stole a face. The first face that I stole was my father's face. I did it once as a baby. It wasn't violent. But when I was 4, I did it again. Apparently, this time the process was painful for my father. Though there was no lasting effects, my mother said she could still hear the sound of him dissolving and compressing every time she tried to fall asleep. The next day, my parents decided to abandon me. I was only 4, but I was still alone. Yet, I couldn't blame my parents. It wasn't their fault that I was born this way, but it wasn't mine either. I managed to survive when I stole the face of a passerby. People took pity on a child all alone, not knowing I was wearing someone else's face. The process of taking a face is emotionally complicated, but mechanically simple. When I need a face, one simply comes to mind. Without any hair or fancy dress, I can't imagine what they look like. The person themselves disappears completely, their bones crunching and skin dissolving as their body is erased from the world. They leave a fleshy mask behind. It's incredibly convincing, but the hard part is playing the role. I can take a face for however long I want, but I try to limit each face to a day. Becoming someone else is an emotionally taxing thing, and you start to lose yourself. When I can, I live my life faceless, only covered up in sunglasses, hat, and a mask. A machine speaks for me, and I can often disguise myself as a normal person without stealing a face. But it is 2 days before my birthday, and I want to live a normal life. I pawned the face of someone young, but still a few years older than me. The room is unfamiliar and decorated in a way that I could never prefer. But if I want to keep their face for a day, I have to be them believably. To assume their identity, I have to know them. An electric guitar. It's carrying dust, but it looks cool staying in the corner. I use a box of cheap blue hair dye. The top is slightly stained with it. A girl, adults who I assume are her parents. They look like a loving family. Posters of a band that I don't know. They have a lot of makeup on and their faces are attractive. This girl seems complicated, though they almost always are. People have much richer lives than most will never know. You can only know this much by being the person themselves. Sarah, come down for dinner. Sarah. More like Sarah. In a sec. Sweetie, help set the table. Fine. done. Of course with your sass. The blue looking nice and dark. We touched the color? Yeah, last night. I think it's a bit much, but... well, whatever makes my little girl happy. I made your favorite tonight. Thanks. Thanks? That's rare. I'm just really grateful for you guys. Thanks for supporting me even if you don't really understand me sometimes. Of course, sweetie. How can we do anything else? Don't forget, you have your guitar lesson early tomorrow. So eat up and then head to bed. Okay. I've been sorry for almost a day. I'm so jealous. I want to live this life forever. I'm always tempted, but I can't. If I did, I'll be taking the real sorrow away from the people who love her. And I will lose myself. But for now, I can enjoy it. It is the day before my birthday. I want to live a normal life. I put on the face of someone completely different from me. It's always easier when they live alone. Glasses of various kinds of alcohol litter around the room. Is this how this guy really lives? A certificate for a college bachelor's degree. He majored in cinema and digital media. A stack of physical games for a console I've never played with. A good hobby to get lost in. A letter from Jesse to Leela, apologizing for various wrongdoings. Seems like you need to apologize. Jesse, I know you're home. Come out here and talk to me. Leela? Jesse, we seriously need to talk. I know we've been staying away from each other for the past few days, but I feel like we won't get anywhere if we don't just talk it out. Can you please open the door so that we can have a real conversation? I'm sorry, I still need some more time to think. Are you kidding me? How are we supposed to fix anything if you won't even talk to me? Here, I need you to have this. You wrote this? Yeah, and everything I said in it is true. I really mean it. Okay, I'll come back another day. But only if the letter feels genuine, okay? Okay, I really care about you. I care about you too. So let's try to make this work. I'll call you. I hope those two figure things out. I can tell that they both really love each other. I'm always curious about what happens to people after I lose their mask and they take over their own lives again. Even though I never want to live this life, I wonder what it's like to be loved like that and love someone else like that. It's my birthday. I do not want to be alone. I spend the day without stealing my face. I feed the ducks, dip my toes into the ocean, and listen to records at the record store. But I can't keep living like this life. The street where I grew up, I know the name well. All I have to do is peer in and find the one that I grew up in. It's them. Why? How can they live so happily while I live like this? It's not fair. I want to live that life. I want to know what it's like to live that life. It's late past the night. The room is cold. I feel like a ghost. A happy looking family. A young girl who isn't me. How to move on after losing your child? Is it possible that they feel a hint of guilt? A set of matching mugs, hers and his. Their love seems real. Toys that I recognize. Toys that I played with as a child. They've been played with since I left. Someone's awake at this time. I don't have time. It's you, isn't it? You're the one Mama told me about. The faceless girl. The one who isn't supposed to be real. Who are you? I'm Twyla. And I think you're my sister. Mama told me stories about a girl with no face. She told me that it was all just made up, but the way she told me those stories seemed too real. You don't have the same curse. You're beautiful. I have pieces of the same curse. My greatest struggle has always been that I have two faces. Mama told me to keep it hidden. That was her fault for being so selfish the first time. That I'm her greatest joy, but also her second punishment. Then I must be her first. Mama's told me, Mama's made a lot of mistakes, but I still love her. Me too. I've never had it in me to really blame her, though I know that I should. I can't blame her, but I can't keep living like this. Please. Papa told me how his face was stolen before. However you do it, please. The process really... I don't care how painful it is. Please. Okay. Thank you for playing.